Because, well, number one, I absolutely adore these guys, and I'm not, even though I'm from the 60s, I don't just use the word love, love, love all the time. God knows I wish I could. But, boy, do I love this pair. Actually, I adore them, because they are everything that humanity can be on this planet, and that's not an exaggeration, even though I've worked in comics for many years, and I'm used to exaggerating things. This pair are true human beings who have evolved into this age, and they are everything that I want to be. And I'm delighted to be a part of Create Change and spread the word and join with not only them but you, because I've spent my time tonight not only watching the show, which we know is like nothing else on the planet, but looking at you. And I've stood over there, and I've stood over there, and I've stood over there, and boy, it's been a delight. And I've seen some good shows in my time, but and I've seen some good audiences, but I've never seen audiences like you guys. Again, I'm going to have to use that word. I love you. I absolutely love you. And I feel the love in this room, and it's great. And I particularly like this because, just like him, I'm a Liverpudlian. Or, as Kyla would say, a Liverpoolian. And we are going to change it now. We're going to all become Liverpoolians from now on, which suits me. Hands across the water, hands across the sea. That's what's happened here. We've all reached out to each other because we're all identical and we all want the same thing. And we like children. And it's not right. The half-wits who are running this planet at the moment, screwing things up time and time and time and time and time and time again. And if my grandfather were here at this moment, he would say, 100 years ago as he slogged through the trenches, stop those bastards now, you know, and create something, create change. And I'm speaking with my grandfather's voice now, because that is exactly what we are doing. That is exactly what those guys 100 years would have wished for us to do. Not for us to make more bombs and more bullets and think for a second that one can solve anything with bombs and bullets. One can't. We're in the age of communication. We communicate, we talk, and that's what Create Changes. It's reaching out hands across the whole globe, and I adore it, and I adore that it's now become a part of Liverpool because I love Liverpool, and having grown up here, we love Liverpool too. Absolutely. Back in the 1960s, when, boy, this place was a poppin', and changing the world with the writers and the illustrators and musicians and the artists and the actors, and it's the arts that will change this world because it's our greatest achievement since we picked our knuckles up off the ground as cavemen, the arts. And a lot of people don't see that, but we do, and there's a lot of us, and we're doing it. And before they go, and before I blather on ever longer, I want to thank this guy for doing what he does, because he is sheer joy to work with. It's not and he is for me everything that superhero comics are all about, true superheroes. But then there's these guys. Again, true superheroes. No capes that I'm aware of. But boy, the heart that comes out, I love it. So what am I going to give him? That was the question. Robin and I said, what can we give him? What can we give him? We want to give him the spirit of Liverpool. And the spirit of Liverpool is this liver bird. It's the pool of life. It is the pool of life. That's what it means, the pool of life. And that pool of life goes all around our globe. It's not confined to this little city. It's everywhere. There's a bit of Liverpoolians in everybody. And this bird, I hope, I know, will ensure that it will take them on a safe flight all across Europe over the next few weeks, which will be a delight for all Europeans. And then it will take them safely home to the US and Canada. And then, and you better do this, it will bring them back to Liverpoolian again. Nathan, on behalf of Liverpool Heartbeat, on behalf of Tim Quinn, the Gobby one, we love you dearly, and please take this bird and you be as free as a bird, and please all of you, I hope you, once I hand it over, take a photo of those two with it. And make sure that you are all free as a bird throughout your lives, because you are. This is your planet. It's not theirs. And when I say theirs, you know who I mean. Them. It's ours.
Can I say a few?
I'm going to say. There's always somebody trying to get a word in. Yes, please, say a word or three. I'll keep it short.
Thanks, Tim. Well, I'd just like to echo everything that Tim has said tonight.
Echo, echo.
My mic, piss off.
Welcome to Liverpool.
Well, I want to thank everybody in the room tonight. And obviously we want to thank everybody who's performed on stage. And I've only just met these two young people here. And I can say young because I'm older than Tim. And I can remember coming to the Cavern. It wasn't on this site, it was a few blocks down in 1961, and seeing the Beatles before they became famous. When they were dressed in black leather, and smoking on stage and swearing on stage and everything else they'd done. But they got gripped by Epstein and they became real famous. But I must be one of the last generations that's seen the Beatles live, and my wife's down there as well. And we just didn't see the Beatles because we talked about Merseybeat and this group that's just been on us. Strange Strangle, isn't it?
Strangers Club.
Strangers Club. Well, they just took us back, you know. There was that many groups down in the 60s, it was a great place to live. But I just want to say a heartfelt thanks. I was here this afternoon, and my daughter was here, my granddaughter was here. My granddaughter went home crying. There was so much emotion in the room, you know, and there was so much love, and it was unbelievable. And tonight's been fantastic. The two shows completely different, and you know, I love both of them equally. But some of the stuff that I've done in my life, I started looking after homeless people in 1985 and trying to create change. What these people are all talking about, you know, that was a seed that I had back in 1972 when I went into business for myself. I had £30. Today we've got a £6 million turnover, and we look after a lot of homeless people across the city. And everything that's been said on this stage is what we've been putting into practice. And you know what it boils down to? Family values, you know, and the love that I can see between these two people. You know, this young lady idolises him. I can just see it oozing out of her, you know. And I just want to finish by saying a big, big thank you, and thanks very much. Thank you.
This is better than any Grammy or Oscar or Golden Globe. I don't care what else you do.
I've been asking for a pet, and it looks like this one.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And thank
You know what the Live Bed represents? The two of them on the building, you know?
No.
One watches the city and one watches.
That's right. One watches after the people of the city, and one looks for the people coming back to the city. And that's why you're going to come back. It's looking out for you.
Thank you, loves.
Thank you. Thank you all for everything you've done. Like I said, we did this together. This is what it looks like. Creating things, for having fun and creating things. We love you all. We'll see some of you that over there in the back of the VIP that we owe, and tell you what, we're just getting started. All right? Not tonight, of course, but I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for you guys, and be proud of yourself. You got one takeaway. You got one takeaway from this. Just think about it for a second. You cannot deny the fact that you matter in this moment. Because you matter, because you've made this happen. Think about that. So if there's any sovereignty in this moment, no, I'm serious. Because I know a lot of you struggle with that. You struggle with knowing that you know your worth. So I just want to say, because I want to leave you with this, it's undeniable right now. Right here, right now, look around this room, look at your friends, look at the people that you don't know, people you just met. Guess what? You absolutely do matter, because you just made a difference in the world. Let's not live here in these small worlds, our worlds. Let's live out here together. Love you all. Good night.